Hello, and welcome to It's the End of the World as You Know It, Where Do I Get My Ideas From? Section 1. This section I want to talk a little bit about robots because It's the End of the World has got loads of different kinds of robots. And what I wanted to do with my robots was show them in a kind of different kind of a way. So they're not all the sort of, sort of logical, numerical, super cold robots that you're used to, but they're far more interesting and diverse bunch of people. And so here we can see, this is a little section of my research. I do lots and lots of research for books, and this is a bit about robots and humans. And definitely what is coming in the near future is that humans are going to become more synthetic, and synthetics are going to become more humanoid. And what I mean by that is with robots at the moment, for years they've had them, they made them with like computer chips and stuff, and now what they're doing is they are teaching robots, but they're teaching them almost like children. So they make them fail, and they make them learn, and they make them drop things and clunk over. So they have to manage and learn in real world environments. So you can see in those kind of ways that synthetics are starting to build their minds like an organic would. And on the other hand, humans now are becoming more synthetic. And we're just at the early stages of these kind of things at the moment. But we see things like, so for example, Google Glass. So you've got that there at the moment, and that's just, that's a lens, and it's got a laser coming onto a little chip here. I think in the next couple of years that chip is going to be on a lens in the eye, and I think in a couple of years after then that chip is going to be embedded into the optic nerve. I think that's 5 to 10 years away, for example. You've got other things where humans are becoming more synthetic. You've got things like nanobots, nanotechnology, where they're going to insert little robots into the bloodstream to do sort of diagnosis of people. You're going to start seeing, even things like pacemakers that, came in the 70s and the 80s. And now they've got even things like pacemakers for the mind that control the amount of serotonin in the mind. So you can see all these different kinds of ways in which there will be a future where robots and humans start to blend together. And my point really in It's the End of the World as We Know It is it's kind of like a sort of Gulliver's Travels, where I'm setting all those things up in a world, and I'm saying to you, the reader, is this the kind of world that you want? Because this is where we're headed, and maybe we need to think about these things before we just allow them. We leave them sort of free to the free market to decide. So those are the kind of themes, and that's the sort of research that I've done about robots. Voila.